Hey everyone, welcome back. Lately, I've been seeing a lot of Heroes versus Hordes players talking about a method that's supposed to give unlimited gems and gold. According to the videos and comments online, it's quick to use, works on both Android and iPhone, and doesn't require any complicated setup. Now, I've heard claims like this plenty of times before, so I wasn't ready to believe it right away. A lot of these methods sound amazing until you actually put them to the test. So I decided to try it myself and record the entire process from start to finish. In this video, I'll show you exactly what happened, what I found, and whether my gems and gold balance in Heroes versus Hordes actually changed. Let's get into it. Before trying anything, I wanted to check my account so I could compare the results later. After checking everything, I started following the instructions that were being shared online. The first thing I needed was my player ID. You probably know that every account has its own unique ID. I opened the profile section and found mine within a few seconds. Since it's an important part of the process, I made sure to save it before moving on. Nothing unusual here so far. Pretty standard. Next, I opened the website that players had been recommending and decided to see what all the hype was about. The setup looked pretty simple, right from the start. There weren't a bunch of confusing options, and everything seemed designed to be used on a phone. I searched for Heroes versus Hordes, selected it from the list, and continued to the page that claimed to provide extra gems and gold. So far, the process was straightforward, and I was curious to see what would happen next as I kept going through the test. After that, I was asked to enter a few account details. The main thing required was the player ID that I had copied earlier. There was also an option to select the platform I was playing on. Once everything was filled in correctly, I continued to the next screen. The site then displayed a loading animation and started showing various connection messages. It looked like the system was processing something in the background. Of course, whether any of that was actually happening is impossible to know just by looking at the screen. A few moments later, I reached the section where I could choose the amount of resources. There were several different options available. For the purpose of this test, I selected one of the larger amounts because it would be easier to notice if anything changed later. After making the selection, I continued and waited for the process to finish. The loading screen ran for a little while before moving on to the final stage. Before the process could be completed, there was one more requirement. The site asked for a verification step. This seems to be pretty common with sites that make these kinds of claims. I'd already completed this step while preparing to record the video, so I won't be doing it again. I followed the instructions and completed the process. So, let's skip to the most interesting part, the final result, and see what would happen. Now, for the part everyone was waiting to see. After everything was finished, I closed the app, launched Heroes versus Hordes again, and immediately checked my account. The first thing I looked at was my gems balance. To my surprise, the extra gems were already there as soon as I logged in. I didn't have to reload the game, wait for a server update, or go through any extra steps. Everything appeared right away. Honestly, that caught me off guard. After fighting through waves of enemies all game, I wasn't expecting the results to show up that fast. And that's the complete test. Now, you've seen the full test from beginning to end, so you can make your own opinion about it. If you've ever tried something similar before, let me know your experience in the comments below. I'd be interested to hear whether your results were different. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more mobile gaming hack tests and experiments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.